Hi everyone, it's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's pick a card reading. So today's question will be looking at how they feel about you versus how they actually act around you. You know, what do they show you? So feel free to just take a few moments to relax. You can pause the video here if you like to meditate on the question. Think about your person, get them really clear in your mind. Sometimes it can be helpful to look at a picture of them before you do this. You just really want to get as in tune as you can with that person. And then when you feel ready, you can make your choice. So we have pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. So go ahead and make your choice. And once you've made it, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the timestamps for your pile. Okay, so let's just get on with the reading. So we will start with group 1. Okay, group 1, let's see. So I've got some oracle cards here, which I've selected, but I haven't looked at. So we'll look at them together now. And then I will look at the tarot and see what they have to say about it. So let's see. Okay, so first we have the 5th chakra, which is reversed. So that is the throat chakra. The thinking man reversed. Supermoon, emotions are running high. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. You're special, good vibrations. And then shapeshifter. Okay, so group 1, what I'm really feeling here is that your person is not speaking their truth right now, especially with the throat chakra, which is reversed. So it feels like it is underactive right now. So they're not voicing their true feelings for you. You may feel quite cut off from them. And especially as we have the thinking man next to it as well. And there's a lot of blue in these cards, as you can see, which is the color of the throat chakra. So I'm just getting this sense that they are thinking about you quite a lot, but there's a block here. For some reason, they're not letting you know, but they do feel that you are special, good vibrations. So I feel like they really do have a soft spot for you. There is, like, you really light up their life in some way, like, and you have kind of ignited something in their heart. And I don't think that they expected to feel this way about you. I feel like you've come as quite a surprise, and it's like their emotions are shifting. They're the shapeshifter. And I feel like they're confused themselves about the intensity of their feelings for you. You know, because with the supermoon, I mean, this is a really, really intense emotional connection and energy that this person is feeling for you. So, you know, definitely, you're not feeling crazy if you're worried if this person likes you, but you're not hearing from them. They do. They definitely have strong feelings and emotions towards you, but they're feeling blocked right now for some reason. There's something that they are hiding behind. So I feel like the tarot is going to help us to unpick what's really going on for them here. But I do feel as well with the Child of the Cosmos, this card is really about intelligence, you know, the flow of intelligence, the flow of wisdom. So I feel like your person is really intelligent, and I do feel like you two have this connection. You're an intelligent being too. So when you two do connect, it's like you align, you're on the same intellectual level, you're interested in the same things, you have a lot in common, and your beliefs, I feel like everything really aligns up for you except for the communication. So I'm going to have a look in a moment and see. Sorry, I just need some coffee. Mouth's feeling really dry. Oh my God, my mouth is feeling so dry, and it's almost like this person's mouth is dry. The communication is dry AF, okay. So let's see. How does this person feel about you versus how are they acting when it comes to you? Oh, okay. Okay, all right. Let's see. What do we have? Okay, 2 of Cups. Wow. And then we have the Eight of Cups as well, which is reversed. So with these two cards alone, this person really does feel connected to you. They have a strong, I would say, love for you. I mean, I do get the sense that this might be quite early on in some way. But I feel there is this strong kind of soulmate or twin flame connection. Doesn't matter if you believe in that or not. It's just, it's such an intense closeness that you two feel when you're with each other. Like you could finish each other's sentences almost. You are just so ultimately connected, and they're really quite stuck on you with this Eight of Cups. Like they can't quite shake this. They don't want to walk away from this. But there is something that is blocking them when it comes to the communication. And it may be for some of you that this person is just more the quiet, silent type when you're not together. They feel, they only want to speak if they feel it's of something of value. They're not somebody who wants to just talk for the sake of talking, or they're not insecure in themselves that they feel like they need to almost keep tabs in some way. It's like they're secure enough to know that, okay, I might not speak to you for a while, but when we do come back together, then we have things to talk about. I feel like this person only likes to communicate, as I said, if it is something of value. They're not interested in shallow, just sort of generalized chit chat or small talk. Okay, so we have the Devil reversed. Okay, and we have the Six of Pentacles. So with the Devil here being in reverse, I do feel maybe this person has had something that they were really stuck on, something. This is addictive energy with the Devil here. It's addictive. It can be addiction to certain substances. It can be addiction to food, but can also be in relationships. It can be codependency. Now, they may not be somebody that is themselves that way inclined, but they may have a person that is that way that they've been with before. I just feel like because it's reversed, it's almost like they're still trying to deal with this energy here. It's still not gone, but the fact that it's reversed is a positive sign that they're trying to release it. They're trying to let it go. And it's like, if you see the way that almost this person is walking away, they're trying to walk away from this, but there is the fact that it's come out just shows that it's not quite done yet. There's something here. Something maybe potentially toxic, but it can have anything to do even with money for some of you. They could be a gambler. That one just came up for me then. It could have something to do with money too. And then with the Six of Pentacles, I feel like they've got other responsibilities as well. They may have children, or they have a lot of responsibilities with other people. They could be somebody that is in charge or has their own business, or they have to delegate things. I feel like they've got a lot of responsibility on their shoulders, and they have to do a lot of sacrificing. So I do feel like that's something that also holds them back, is the physical time to be able to give you. And it's like, again, I feel like they only want to give you something meaningful. They don't just want to give you something that is shallow. When they put themselves into a relationship, they want to give it their all. They don't want to take the half-assed approach. Okay, yes, and the King of Swords, which is reversed. So he may, and I say he, but it could be a she, and now be quite, see, it just came, I just lost what I was going to say then. What was I saying? Okay, it'll come back if it's important. I feel he may even come across as quite harsh and quite cutthroat, being in reverse here. He could come across as very cold and calculating and just very non-emotional. But again, it's like he just doesn't have the time for small talk. And I feel like almost this is the place that this person is in right now. And they are in this masculine energy that I'm feeling. There's more masculine energy that's coming through than feminine. So whether this is, it doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man, but that's the energy that's coming through. Okay, Three of Swords reversed. So this person is, I feel like, has dealt with some kind of third-party situation or a love triangle. They may be interested in you, but there might be somebody else that is still kind of on the scene or has been on the scene. But I feel like, I get the sense that they're cutting this person off. Okay, they're putting this in the past. Again, it's reversed. You see this energy. I feel like what they've been going through, they don't want to go through it anymore. And it's like they're ready to be done with this. Eight of Pentacles. I haven't even said the signs yet. That's the first thing I usually do. Sorry, guys. So we've got Capricorn, we've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, we've got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but we do have Earth. I'm getting strong Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here too. I feel like this person is now working away from this situation and they're working towards something else. I feel like they are very much focused on their career and their work at this time. Sorry, I need more coffee. My mouth is so dry still. I hope this person speaks soon so I don't feel so dry-mouthed. Thank you. So I do feel that they're putting their energy into work, but they could be putting their energy for some of you into working towards coming to you. Okay, working away from this old energy, moving towards the new. Queen of Cups. So you could be a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio, but I feel like regardless what sign you are, you're somebody that is very much open. You're open to this new beginning with this person. You're open to love again. And I think it may have been some time since you felt this way. And, you know, there's something about this person that you feel very connected to. Like I said, this is a mutual feeling with the Two of Cups. This doesn't come out if this is one-sided. This is very, very much a mutual connection. So it's just this person has had, I just feel like they've had a lot on their plate to deal with. And as I said, they're just not the type of person that is, like I said, they're not insecure and they're not shallow, and they think about things. They can be quite calculated at times. And, you know, with the Justice card that's now come out, this is the card of Libra. They like to have balance and they do like things to be fair. So it's almost like they may not have felt like they wanted to come towards you until they felt like this situation was really dealt with, okay? And whether this was a person that they've been dealing with, I would say very strongly indicated with the Three of Swords that it would be. But for some of you, it could be, even if it is work or anxiety issues that have been going on with this person, it's like it's come between you, okay? So it doesn't really matter whether it's a person or a situation or a job, but it has come between you. So it can still be that third sword, you see. But with this justice, this is karmic justice. I feel like they're trying to level things out. They're trying to even out the playing field. And it's like, I just don't feel like they have negative intentions towards you. I feel like they're quite an honourable person and they want to be honourable towards you. But they feel like they can't be until this situation is really dealt with and they can give you the time that they really need. Okay, so actually I was going to pull, I'm going to pull a star sign charm first and just see. What do we have? Oh, okay, so we've got Virgo. So your person could be a Virgo, you could be a Virgo. But I'm definitely getting strong Virgo tendencies here. It all makes a lot of sense. This person, I feel like, is very analytical. They are intelligent. They sometimes can be overly critical at times, but they also turn that back on themselves. They're such perfectionists. They need everything to be perfect. And sometimes that need for perfection can cause them to feel like they're drowning sometimes in this constant need to be perfect. I mean, I'm a Virgo sun myself, so, you know, and that's how I feel. I sometimes get so stressed out with organizing. I mean, I've actually been trying to declutter I hoard organizational materials. How ridiculous is that? Let me know in the comments if anybody else does that. But it's like I have 30 different notebooks. I've got all of these different boxes and things that I can organize bits into, but then it ends up stressing me out because I've got too many and I've got different things written in different books. And yeah, and I feel like this person is kind of going through that. It's like that kind of vibe that they're dealing with. And just FYI, I have done a big cull on that stuff this week because, you know, I need to be organized, and, you know, because I want to be able to provide more readings for you guys too. And it, you know, starts with organization. So yeah, I do feel like this person is very organized. And, you know, they don't come across as the most emotional, you know, it depends what their rising sign is, of course, but they tend to be a little bit more standoffish. And, you know, sometimes we can come across as a bit know-it-all as well. So, you know, self-acknowledged. So that's the kind of vibe that's coming across here. But, you know, I really wouldn't be taking any serious offense to this person not reaching out. I just think, like I said, they've got a lot going on and they don't want to kind of lead you on, or they don't want to, I don't know, lull you into a false sense of security in some way at this point. You know, they want to be able to give you what you truly deserve. Oh my God. Soulmates. Okay, wow. I mean, we don't really need to explain much more about that, do we? Almost there. Okay, let it go. Okay. So what I really feel this is saying is that this is really, really close to happening and to actually coming together. I see that. Okay, you are so almost there. So you need to let go of this worry and this attachment, okay, that you're thinking about this person. The fact that you're even here, you know, gives me that reason that you are here under some kind of anxiety, okay? And that's why these readings are good, to help just, you know, give you that bit of peace of mind, you know, especially in this situation, that, you know what, everything is going to be okay. This person you are really meant to be with, okay? This person you are destined to be with, I feel. So I feel like you can kind of just sit back and relax, okay? Whether it's them that chooses to come in towards you or whether you decide to reach out to them, I really don't think it matters at this point, because I feel like you're so intensely connected and, again, destined. And I feel like this is a karmic repayment of some kind. I feel like both of you individually have gone through really, you know, horrendous situations in your relationships or even through your lives, and you've worked really hard to overcome those things and grow as people. And I feel like now you've kind of aligned up vibrationally, and it's like this, the time is now, or it's certainly very, very close. So yes, amazing. I hope that resonated with you guys, and if it did, please let me know down in the comments below, and give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this pick a card reading today. And feel free to follow me over on Instagram or Facebook. Both of the links are down below in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Okay, so group number 2. Let's see, how do they feel versus how are they acting? Okay, so I pre-selected the oracle cards. I'm going to look at them live with you right now for the first time, and then I will be looking a little bit deeper using tarot. So let's see. Okay, Magician in the Mirror reversed. Full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach. A new earth is happening. Keep hold of the vision. Light of the world. See how well you have done. And then we have ancestors. Okay. Okay, so for you, group 2, I do feel like this situation with this person has come to a head big time, or it is about to. It is going to reach a peak. You know, full moons by themselves are all about, you know, climaxes, okay, conclusions, things ending or things changing, new beginnings. But especially when there is an eclipse, it is like crazy on steroids. It is, you know, intensified energy here. So I do feel like your person is certainly going through some big change. So for some of you, they may be exiting an old relationship, or they may be dealing with that's something has really reached a head, okay? But for others of you, if this is somebody that you have known for some time, or you've been sort of dipping in and out with them, it's either going to go one way or the other, okay? And at this point, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know which way it's going to go. I'm going to use a tarot in a moment to see and to clarify here. But I do feel like there's just something that's not being seen here. I feel like there are signs here from the universe and from your ancestors that are trying to signal you about something. So you may be seeing number synchronicities, birds, there may be things in your dreams that are appearing that you're not really taking note of. So I feel like you personally are being called now to take note of those synchronicities. Every time you see something, you know, just a mental check, that's all you need to do. And then you'll start to become more in tune and more aware to the signs of the universe, to the signs from your ancestors, okay, to the signs from your higher power or the universe, whatever you choose to believe in, okay? Now, I feel like also your person is kind of in that place. I feel like they're in a fog right now. They're very much confused. They're confused with what's going on in the world, and I feel like it's having a deep impact on them, you know, because, I mean, we can't escape what is going on, and I'm not going to get sort of political, or I'm not going to talk about anything like that, you know, through this reading. But whatever your beliefs are or they're not, we can all see that there are big changes happening, and there are more to come in the astrology. I can tell you that for a fact. So I feel like this person is very much picking up on that, and I think they're a very sensitive person. I think that they're quite intuitive as well. And it's almost like I see them kind of guarding themselves in some way. Light of the world, see how well you have done. So they may be in this time of reflection, either dealing with what has just arisen for them, or, you know, they're almost in this preparatory stages of knowing that they've got to deal with something. It's like they can really feel this fog. It feels heavy for them. Okay, so let's have a little look at tarot and see when it comes to you and their feelings, how they feel about you, and then how they act when it comes to you. So this card just wants to come out. Okay, so we have the Moon card, which is the card of Pisces. So I was feeling quite Piscean energy. Being that I'm feeling this person is sensitive, they're emotional, they are connected to their emotions, but they may not show that. But I feel with the Moon card, oh wow, okay. Okay, we'll come back to those in a moment. So with the Moon card in reverse, I feel like they're about to reveal something, or some kind of secret, or their feelings have, you know, they've either risen to the surface or they're about to rise to the surface here. Okay, I'll pull a couple more and then we'll see what's going on with them. Okay, Two of Pentacles. Okay, and then the Justice card reversed. Okay. So the signs I'm seeing, we've got Libra, we've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, so not a lot of, no fire, but a lot of emotion and a lot of thought, okay? This person, I feel like, they're almost feeling like there's some sort of injustice. This may be being put on them. Maybe that's something that they're dealing with on the side here. But there's also, I feel like this situation with you is totally unbalanced. This is, one person is certainly giving more than the other here, okay? And I feel like it's them. I feel like their mind just isn't with you right now. And, you know, being honest, they could be dealing, you know, with another person, with the Three of Cups here. This can represent a third party situation, but it can also just mean being focused on friends, or being focused on being friends, okay, with you, for some of you, okay? So not to get disheartened, but it might be like they just want to be, they don't want to rock the boat here. I really feel like they don't want to rock the boat. They want to, you know, move into calmer waters, you know, see how this card, in the way that he is moving his, you know, you could think it's potentially a woman and a child, his family. He's moving them out of these rocky, troubled waters into something more clear and harmonious. So I feel like, you know, and the swords represent thoughts, okay, and words. So I feel like that's where their thoughts are. They're trying to move away from any drama, and they just want peace, and they want to connect. They want to be social. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so Six of Wands. So that's a bit of fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Page of Cups. more water there. Okay. So I just really feel like this person, like they don't want, it's like they're not somebody that needs attention. They don't want to attention seek, or, you know, on the flip side, they could be somebody that needs too much. They need a lot of attention and validation here. I just think that at the moment, just being honest with you, I really just feel like this person is so all over the place. It's like they've got so many other things they're trying to juggle. They're trying to manage their financial situation, potentially some legal issues here with the Justice card being reversed. And this isn't fair, okay? So whether this is in a relationship context with you or in their life, something hasn't worked out balanced in one way or another. And I do feel like something really has come to a head, especially with these two cards, full moon eclipse, something being exposed, and then the moon. You know, this is, something has definitely come to the surface or is very much about to. So that is going to change a lot for them. And that's why they're really trying to work towards being happy, you know, either with their friends, or potentially if there is another person involved, another romantic interest, they could be trying to just keep their options open at this time. But I feel like they're just not open to giving you any love right now. I'm so sorry to say. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to knock the camera there too. It doesn't mean, you know, this is at this very moment, okay? It doesn't mean that this is how it's going to be and how it's going to continue, but at the time you are watching this, this is what is going on. And the time I'm actually recording this, we're about to go through the solar eclipse, which is tomorrow or the next day, depending on where you're located in the world. We won't be able to see it here on the Western Hemisphere, but it's still going to have some kind of an impact. So let me see. I'm just going to pull a sign and see what comes out. Okay, Virgo. We had Virgo come out last time as well. Okay, very strange. So this could mean for some of you that this is going to happen in Virgo season, okay, which is looking at sort of end of August, September. So that something could come to a head or a culmination during that time, because I'm not really getting Virgo vibes of this person. I mean, you could be a Virgo, okay, but I'm not getting these Virgo vibes from them, whether they are or they're not, it doesn't matter. But, you know, because in the last reading we had Virgo, and I tell you, that person through and through was Virgo, or they had Virgo-like qualities. But yes, I do feel this is maybe more about the timing, the month, okay? But it could also be, again, with the Virgo qualities here, about getting into an organized frame of mind, and actually maybe even being a bit mentally stressed. You know, Virgos, you know, I'm a Virgo sun, and we tend to, you know, overthink, overanalyze everything. And I feel like that might be the place, you know, that they are in right now. They don't have a lot of space. Love yourself. Okay. Be silent. Wish fulfillment. Yeah, so I just feel like whatever this person is really showing you is, I feel like they're almost to a point showing them the real, they are showing you their true colors. They're being themselves, but they're not on a high vibration right now. They are in such a low vibration. And I feel like with them, I do feel like there's a lack of communication between the two of you with the Be Silent card here. But also with wish fulfillment, now I am thrown. I'm not going to lie to you. This is a strange one to come out in this reading. So this, again, remember, this is the time that you're watching this. Things may be very, very different tomorrow, the next day, or during that Virgo season. Something could come to a culmination and everything flip, reverses and changes. But I just feel like at the moment, this person is just giving you nothing. Or what they are giving you is just so minimal. And it's not that they don't feel that way. I just think that they're going through a lot, you know, outside of you. And, you know, they're working towards just building a harmonious place for themselves. And if they have children, they're just trying to take care of their children. They're trying to take care of their finances. And I do feel like when this has happened and when this is being dealt with, you two could come together here and there could be a wish fulfillment. But this could also be a wish fulfillment on your part. If this person is not your person, you know, they're moving out the way so somebody, your right person, can come in. Your person is going to fulfill your wishes. They're making space for that, okay? So I feel like just let go of any attachment to this person, because if they are meant to be with you, they will be with you and it will feel right. You won't feel nervous. You won't, well, you may feel a little nervous. Nervous is fine, but you won't feel anxious. You won't feel paranoid. You won't be questioning this, basically, because you will just know. You'll know in your heart, you know, they will tell you and it'll be clear. Whereas at this point, it's not clear and this person isn't clear on themselves what on earth they want. They just want to, it's almost like I just see they want to run away. They want to escape from what's going on with them. So they just have no space to be able to deal and to be able to show you what you truly deserve at this point. So again, if they leave and this is done, let them go. So you have that space for somebody that is much better suited for you to come in, group 2. So, you know, I do hope that this resonated for you. And if it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I do love to hear your guys' comments and how it resonates. And I do read every single one. I just don't always have the time at the moment to reply to all of them. But I very much appreciate it. And I love to know how, you know, it fits in your individual situations. And if you'd like to follow me over on Instagram and Facebook, my links are in the description box below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care, group 2. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 3, here is your reading. How do they feel versus how are they acting when it comes to you? So I did pre-select some oracle cards and I'm going to look at them live at the same time with you guys. And then I will be doing some tarot shuffling and see what comes up. So let's see. Okay, so we have cornucopia and we have the number 11. Luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. You're not alone, isolation, physical connection, community. Shine your light, you know you're loved. Song of the Wild. Okay, so what I'm seeing with your person, group 3, I feel like at the moment they're very frustrated with the cornucopia reversed. You know, I feel like they've been going through some kind of cycle and it hasn't always gone their way. I'm getting this sense of like there's this impatience in them. They want things to move forwards, but they feel blocked in some kind of capacity here. But I feel like this person is really adventurous. With a new moon in Sagittarius, I feel, you know, there's a lot of fire in them and they're a very sociable person. You know, Sagittarius, you know, they tend to be the person that knows everybody. You know, they walk down the street and, you know, they can't walk down the street without bumping into 20 people they know. So I feel like this is a person maybe who is quite well known in your local community or even on a wider scale, especially through, you know, mediums of social media. I just feel like this person they come across as very charismatic and very charming. But again, there is this sense of impatience. I was going to say impatientness, that's not a word. Impatience in them where they just want to be able to move forwards quicker than they maybe feel they are able to. But I do also feel this person has a strong need to be alone at times. When it says you're not alone, isolation, physical connection and community, it's like they have this strong need to connect with people, but at the same time, I feel like they get very drained by other people's energies sometimes and they need to be able to recharge and be alone. I think sometimes it's almost, you know, with this starseed card in particular, it's about not feeling human or not always feeling that connection to humans, you know, just wanting to kind of retreat and be, you know, with themselves. And I feel like sometimes they don't always feel like they fit in, even though they're somebody that does and they come across that way. But I feel sometimes it could be a bit of a mask with them. They know the right things to say. They are great conversationalists. They're, you know, usually a lot of fun and there's a lot of vitality in them, but they do get drained very quickly. as well. So that's where they take this time out to recharge. So, you know, I wouldn't worry too much in respect to them not always being open to you or not being able to go deep as well. It takes a lot for a Sagittarius as well to go really deep with somebody. You know, they tend to be more surface level initially, and it's not to say there's a lot that goes, you know, beneath that, beneath the surface, but they're not somebody that will, or well, they can appear to wear their heart on their sleeves at times. That fire, sometimes that impatience in them can thrust them into saying things too quickly, but you know, in the day-to-day interactions they tend to be you know, a little more reserved and just sort of light-hearted, you know, optimistic, you know, fun-loving. Okay, so I'm going to pull some tarot now and see what we have, but before I do, the shine your light, you know you're loved. Okay, I feel like that is a really strong message, that this person does really care about you, and they see the light that you have. They see the charisma that you have within you as well. Okay, you know, you could be a Sagittarius, or you could be one of the mutable signs. You know, we've got Libra for air, we've got Virgo for earth, Pisces for water. So it could be any of those signs. I just feel like this person is very flexible, and that could be kind of hard to pin them down at points as well. You know, because I feel like they just walk to the beat of their own drum. You know, they are very independent and they do what they want to do. So, okay, we've had the Ten of Pentacles come out there. Okay, and that was too many cards that just flew out. I will only pick 2 maximum if they fall. So they could be going through some issues in their home life right now. I feel like there's some kind of family dysfunction here. This is definitely something, you know, that is reaching an end or completion with being the number 10. But very strong earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could be having financial issues too. Okay, I did feel like that wanted to come out. Yeah, they do. They feel like something has failed. Something has changed the dynamic in their home life, and they feel like it's not gone the way that they wanted it to, and it's causing them some grief. 5 of Wands as well. I mean, look at all this fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, okay, let's see what else we have. Okay, the High Priestess. Okay, 7 of Swords. I feel like you probably have no idea what is actually going on here. Okay, because this person is in the High Priestess energy, okay? They are so closed off and mysterious to you. No wonder you're intrigued. This can also be your energy, because I always say reverse energy if that makes more sense to you, okay? But I am reading their feelings versus how they act. So this is how I'm going to take this. So I do feel like this is them holding back, okay? And it's almost like I feel like they don't want to burden you with this. They don't want to burden you with all the drama. I mean, look at all this drama. Even if you were to like sort of half squint your eyes and you see the busyness in the cards, it's like there's a lot going on in their life, and it's like they're trying to squash these arguments that have occurred. And I do feel like this is more so in the past. This is past like energy with the card being reversed here, but this is about disagreements and multiple people being involved here. So, you know, they could be having trouble at their work, that is then inflicting on their home life, or vice versa. But I do feel like there's a mix here of what's going on in their lives. And then with the 7 of Swords, some people interpret, this is one that people interpret in so many different ways when it's upright and when it's reversed especially. You know, some will say that it is worse when it is reversed, and it is, they're being even more devious. And I feel like sometimes that is the case, because all the cards have their meanings, but I feel like each individual and reader, the person that is reading those cards, will always have an individual take on it, because it's an individual situation. And then, of course, this is a generalized reading. So I don't know why I'm trying not to digress on this card, but I just feel like this is, wow, just something I want to say. And I know a lot of you guys are readers yourselves, and you read cards and you watch other videos. So just thought I'd give you my take on it. I personally feel like it's maybe something that was in the past, or it's something that is kind of niggling at them in this situation here in particular. I feel like they may be carrying some guilt. Maybe they did something wrong here. Maybe they betrayed someone, or this is somebody betrayed them, but I do feel more so that it is past energy. Okay. Okay, wow. This person has a lot of intense feelings for you. That's for sure. I feel like you are very much involved in this tower situation. So this could even be a love triangle situation. It could be third party. It doesn't have to be. But I feel like this person, it's like when they met you, like their world almost like collapsed. Okay, something here has rocked them, you know, but when we look at the tower as feelings, this can be an intense physical attraction. You know, you could see the tower as being quite a phallic symbol. So, you know, in that respect, it can be a very, very intense attraction. But it is always a little bit of a red flag when you get, you know, these major arcanas in relationship readings, you know, if it's more so on the negative side. And again, it's how you interpret these, but I can see the tower here as being intense emotions, but I feel like it's very much connected to what is going on at home. I feel like maybe, you know, they're going through a divorce, or they're leaving their family home. I feel like there are kids involved. I feel like there's just a lot. It's like they've got a lot riding on this situation. But then the intensity of their feelings for you is also causing them to feel all over the place. Yeah. Okay, so Page of Cups. At the moment, yeah, I feel like they're just not really showing you anything. They're not showing you any real love. They're holding themselves back. They're not really willing to let you in to what's going on here. I mean, you could very well be in the know about what's going on here, okay? And if you are, then you know that's why, okay? If you know about this situation, that is why they're not giving anything to you at this point, and they're holding back because they don't want to involve you in all this drama, and they almost don't want this relationship to be built or to be started from drama, okay? But if you're not aware of this, that's the reason. That is the reason why they're holding back emotionally. They're not going to give any love to this situation, you know, because if you look even at the symbology here, that you think that tiny little cup is going to be able to put out this fire? Absolutely not. You know, it's going to take a hell of a lot more than that, you know, more than they're able to handle at this point. And it's almost like with this Ten of Swords, they really have gone through a really dark time, and they just wanted to give up. I don't see them fully giving up here because it is reversed, but I do feel this is something that has plagued them. There's just a lot of black. Look at the black. You know, they're going through a dark time in their lives. Okay. Welcome this ending. Okay, I'll come back to that in a moment. I'm just going to pull a sign here. Okay, so we have Aries. Wow. And sometimes I see the tower can be Aries as well. That's just my feeling because it's fire. Okay, and with an ending comes a new beginning. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac too. So I do feel like something big is really happening and shifting, okay, in their situation and in the situation between you. Now, they could be an Aries, or you could be, but they could also be exhibiting those Aries-like qualities. They could be, you know, very intense, passionate, wear their heart on their sleeves. You know, they love to talk and to chat. You know, they want to take action. They like adrenaline. They can be quite adrenaline junkies. They always like to be stimulated by things, and I feel like you definitely give them that, but maybe it's been a little bit too much and it's kind of bubbled over, and now you've got to clean up the mess, you know, that from the water that's spilled. So I feel there is welcome this ending. Okay, I'm going to pull a couple more and then we'll dive back into that. Okay, so let's see. Okay, we have you are healing. Soulmate. Okay, that was too many. One more. wish fulfillment. One came out again. Okay. So I am getting two things here as well. Okay. Now, okay, and just remember, of course, these readings are general, so not everything is going to fit for everybody, but this is what I'm feeling here, okay? I'm getting two sides to this. I feel either, for some of you, this person is your soulmate and they are ending something with someone else, so you can welcome this ending because then you will receive, you will get your wish. You will be with this person, okay? But for others of you, I feel like if you haven't been with this person yet, then you will come together with this person once maybe a suitable time has passed for the situation to have fully healed, or to at least be on its way of healing. But for others of you, if you have been with this person, if you are experiencing this tower-like energy with them and it's been back and forth and you're not feeling good about it, I feel like for you it's a good thing to welcome this ending, because then you are making room for your true soulmate to come in. You maybe need to have gone through this situation to really evolve as a person. When you get to rock bottom, there is only one way out, and that is up. So, as you climb, you'll be learning so much more about yourself, and you're building strength as you climb and you climb and you climb. So I feel like either way for you guys, no matter which direction that this goes in, it's going to really bring you towards the place that you need to be in, the wish fulfillment that you have been dreaming of, and the place where you feel healed, and a place where you feel connected with your soulmate, because at the moment you're just, you're not connected. And I feel like, again, when this ends, you will be able to see why this all happened. Okay, so I do hope that this resonated for you, and if it did, let me know down in the comments below, and please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this pick a card reading today. And if you would like to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you can check the description box below for the links there. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Okay, so for group number 4, let's see. How do they feel about you versus how are they acting? So I have pre-selected these oracle cards. As always, I haven't looked at them. I'm going to look at them live with you in a moment, and then I will be using my Rider-Waite Tarot deck to see what else is coming through. Okay, so we have the heart chakra as the first one, which is reversed. Okay. New moon in Aquarius. Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. Time to rest and relax. Storyteller. Okay. So what I'm feeling initially here is the first card that came out was the 4th chakra, the heart chakra. So being in reverse, there is a block, okay, within their heart. So they could be struggling to have compassion for themselves or others. They could be struggling with self-love or love for others, or compassion and forgiveness. Again, they can extend that outwardly and internally to themselves. So this would make a lot of sense that they're not showing you very much at this time. There is definitely a block there, so they're going to be unable to really open up emotionally to you at this time. But again, remember, these readings are timeless, so whenever you choose to watch this reading, is when it will resonate. But it doesn't mean that this won't change, okay, and realign at some point. The chakras are changing all the time. Your aura is constantly changing, so depending on what's obviously going on in your life. Now, with the new moon in Aquarius here, bring love to the situation. This person could be an Aquarius, or they could have that air-like energy. Aquarius is can be detached emotionally, but they're about people, worldly issues. They can be the humanitarians of the zodiac. They tend to be more eccentric, a little bit out there. There's always something about an Aquarius that is, I was going to say a little odd, but I don't want to offend anyone. I mean, my daughter's an Aquarius. I have lots of Aquarius friends. I would guess, you know, I don't even, the word odd is an odd one. I'm definitely odd. But maybe just more sort of a free thinker, thinks outside of the box, doesn't think along the sort of normal spectrum. You know, what even is normal? I don't even believe in that, you know, spectrum of normal. I think we're all very much different and unique in our own ways, and this person certainly is, and they show that. I feel like they show their eccentricities. You know, they could be somebody that even dresses quite unusually, or, you know, they're more of a trend setter rather than a follower. You know, they're a pioneer. You know, they go, you know, off the beaten track. They do what they want to do, and they're a fixed sign as well. So I do feel like this person is very stubborn. And it's very hard to be able to get them to change their mind once they're set on something. So with the hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper, star ancestors, I feel like they may be seeing some kind of synchronicities, or they may be, you know, receiving some signs here about your situation that they are kind of ignoring. There's something that's really buried deep within them, and I think which is causing them to want to sort of run away or to venture off and detach here. And then with time to rest and relax, it's like this person, I think that they're going through a lot, even mentally in their mind. They just want to, I just again get this sense of wanting to escape. But I do feel like this person is a great talker. They'd love to be able to communicate and talk. Again, it's air energy. This is all about thoughts and communication. So they do really feel like they need to, you know, to talk and to share their stories, to share what's going on, to share their beliefs. They may be more sort of vocal on their beliefs on social media surrounding humanitarianism or activism, you know, what they tend to be interested in. But I'm just going to have a look now at the tarot and see how they feel about you versus how they act. Okay, Page of Swords. So we've got Air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And Page of Swords is very much like cyber stalking, you know, or hopefully not real stalking, but certainly looking at like a curtain twitcher, you know. And I feel like they are that about you. It's like, if you're wondering whether they're interested in you, they are. They're just not letting you, they're not letting it on. So I feel like they really could be stalking your social media. It's like they're keeping an eye on you, but they also like have their guard up in some way. And I feel like it's something to do with the heart chakra being blocked there. Okay, 10 of Wands. So we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Oh, wow. More air energy. Okay, Knight of Swords reversed. So you may have had some kind of an argument with this person. I'm not sure if for some of you, if you had a big argument or disagreement, or maybe this is somebody else externally, but I feel like they're very much guarded. I mean, even if you look at the depiction, look here, it's like this page is, he's got his sword up. He's ready to fight. He doesn't want to fight. You know, he wants to go in this direction. He wants to run away, but at the same time, he's standing his ground, you know, and he's kind of poised, ready to fight against this Knight of Sword here, who is coming at him fast, okay, viciously, attacking. So he may feel like that about you or someone else, okay, but that's certainly the state of mind that he's in, you know. But then with the 10 of Wands, I really feel like he's trying to push forwards. He may be more focused on his passions right now, and trying to reach a stage of completion with the 10 being there. So let's see what else we have. Okay, so we have the King of Wands. Wow, 7 of Wands. Okay, the Chariot. I'm not surprised you're confused, group 4, because this person is definitely giving you some mixed signals here. I feel like with the Chariot being reversed, there is definitely a halt on the situation. They have stopped this, or they've put it on pause, okay? They are not ready to move forwards at this point. They're very much stuck, okay? But the fact that we have the 7 of Wands, we have the 10 of Wands, and we have the King of Wands, I feel like this person is very passionate about you. They're confident about their feelings for you, but what I'm not seeing is emotion here, and which I didn't think I would see based on the heart chakra being blocked, okay? So on an emotional level, they struggle to really feel anything, or they're pushing that all aside. But when it comes to their thoughts and their passions, they're certainly thinking a hell of a lot about you. They are feeling certain things. They want to take action. They want to come towards you. They want to feel in some way that they've conquered this and they've won, I'm getting. Okay. More sword energy, 5 of Swords. Okay. The Sun, which is reversed. Okay. I just feel like they feel quite down about the situation with you at the moment. They don't feel very good about it. Like I said, I can't lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that this is some bed of roses, because it's not. Okay, because otherwise what's the use in these readings? You know, and again, remember, these readings are, you know, timeless, and this is based on the situation at the current time. Things change constantly. They're always in a state of flux. So it's not to say this person is going to feel this way tomorrow, in a month. But at this very moment, this is how they're feeling when it comes to you, and this is how they're acting. So I do see that they're not just sort of giving anything to you. They're not sort of opening up. It could even be them that have been, you know, arguing with you. But I feel like there's a lot sort of going on in their mind. Like I said earlier, with the time to rest, it's like they need that mental, that rest. They're going through a hell of a lot of stress right now. They may sort of suffer with their own mental health issues in some way, but they certainly feel very passionate about you, and we can't escape that. There is definitely something there, so you're not imagining it. There's definitely something between you. Okay, 10 of Cups, which is reversed. So, you know, at this very moment in time, they just can't emotionally give you what you really want and need. Okay, they're just not in an emotionally stable place. They may even be going through some kind of breakup. You know, if this is somebody that you haven't actually been with yet, you know, they could be, you know, releasing a marriage, okay, or a strong, solid commitment with children potentially involved. Or if this is somebody that you are involved with, maybe this is what your situation is. Maybe you are, you know, going through that too. Yeah. I honestly just feel at the moment, group 4, they just don't want to put any more time into this. They don't have the energy. I mean, look how tired he is. I just feel like they're exhausted. They're exhausted fighting. They don't want to fight anymore. I feel like they've been doing too much of that, and they beat themselves up all the time in their own mind about this. I'm just going to pull a sign here. Okay, Pisces. Okay, so there could be a Pisces, which is obviously strange because it's a water sign and we've not had any water. But it's not to say that they couldn't emotionally close off. Now, you could also be a Pisces too. But I feel it could mean that something will come to a resolution, or something will change in Pisces season, which is, we're looking at sort of end of February, March time. But it could also mean that this person is feeling very sensitive right now. Prepare and plan. So they may be feeling, you know, this ultra sensitivity, this fog, you know, that is kind of bringing them down. You know, Neptune, which rules Pisces, dissolves anything it touches, you know. People really need to understand the planet of Neptune. It has a lot of beautiful things about it. It's imaginative, it's dreamy, it's fantastical, it's creative, it's feminine, it's mutable and flexible. But it can, on the flip side, it can dissolve everything that it touches. Okay, so just remember that. So there could be, this toxicity to them, okay, that, can feel quite draining on you at times. And like I said, I ain't trying to offend any Pisces. It's just, but with every sign and with every planet, there's going to be duality. There's going to be light and dark. Okay, so we have obsessed. And we have children. Okay, so I really do feel there are children involved in your situation, either in yours or in theirs or together. Okay, and the 12th house, so that's the astrological 12th house. Okay, I wanted to come out. And then we have stillness. Okay, so with the obsessed card here, they could be quite obsessed with you. Okay, flip it, reverse it if it makes sense. You might be the one obsessed with them, but I feel like there is definitely this obsessiveness here, and this is why I feel like there's these arguments that have been caused. And like I said, I see a lot of mental anguish in this reading, so which can lead to obsession. If something isn't reined in, it can very easily turn into an obsession, especially if you have that obsessive or addictive personality type. And I just feel like at the moment, you both separately need to find some stillness in your lives separately, because if you're meant to be, then you will come together. I feel like with the 12th house, that's all about the unconscious, what is beneath, what is below the surface. If you think about the first house is about the self, it's about, it's your rising sign. It's like how you come across. It's the shallow, it's the very physical, it is the conscious. And then we have the 12th house, which is the complete opposite. Okay, it's what is going on internally, it's what's going on at home, it's what's going on an unconscious level here with this person. So you both may not realize that this has got to this point. You may not even realize or pin it down as obsession. You might have a go at me in the comments and say, I'm not obsessed, shut up, whatever, go for it, I don't care. But I feel like obsession can be very insidious and it creeps in. It doesn't just kind of smack you in the face and you suddenly realize, oh my God, I'm obsessed. No, it works in a much more covert way. It takes its time and you don't realize it's kind of got a hold of you until you're in the thick of it, which is then very difficult to come out of, unless you're a person who spends a lot of time being self-aware and meditating. That might be something that you personally are being called to do, but also this person here, like I said, I do feel like, I could never recommend meditation enough. I feel like all of us collectively should meditate on a regular basis, because it makes you feel so much better. You will feel clearer. You'll have more control of your mind. And that's the whole point of this, you are the one in control of your mind. You decide what you put your thoughts and your attention and energy into. I like to use the analogy of, standing in a train station. This is about thoughts, okay? So if you're stood in a train station and you see, you're waiting for a train, and just think each train that pulls into the station is a thought. Okay, so when you're stood there, you see the train pull in and you decide, you actively make that choice. Am I going to get on that train, or am I going to wait for the next one to come in? And you might get the same exact train that pops back in, and it pulls into the station, and you look and you go, am I going to get on? Okay, no. And you let it pass. And that same train might keep pulling in, but eventually it's going to go, well, no one's actually getting on this, so I'm going to go back the other way. So in that respect, it's like a brain training. It's going to take some time, but eventually those thoughts will stop coming back. But you have to know what's going on. And sometimes these obsessive behaviors can be wrapped up in other things, like obsessive habits that you may have, or this person may have. They may have a habit, and that's when you need to actually realize, when you're actively doing this habit, whatever, and say you bite your nails, for instance, you need to track what's going on in your mind. Just stop for a moment and actually think about what are you actually saying? What's the internal monologue in your mind right now? And a lot of the time what you'll find, or pretty much every time you'll find, that it's a negative thought cycle. And once you pinpoint that, you can help to pinpoint the obsession, and you can pinpoint the addiction and why you are going there. And I will say that if you're meant to be with somebody and it's the right person, you're not going to feel this obsessiveness. I just feel like for you guys, it's not the right time. It doesn't mean it's not going to be the right time, later on down the road. I just think that there are other things that need to be worked out right now, and it's on pause for a reason. And I think that you both need to just go away and reflect and work, understand what it is that you truly want from a relationship. And, can this really work? Are you going to be able to accept, the fact that they're emotionally distant, or are you going to happy to wait for them to heal? Again, you can't change a person, you just change the way that you react to them. So, I just feel like it's best to just let that go and then see what happens. Okay, group 4. So let me know down in the comments if that resonated for you. And if you did enjoy this reading, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. And you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. If you like, both links are in the description box below. So I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, group 4. Take care.